Welcome, welcome, welcome back to Truth Quest. My name is Aaron Moriarity. I will be your host. We're going to go on a quest for truth together. Yes, friends, welcome. I'm sorry that we're a little bit late, but nothing's working for me today here. So it's going to be an interesting show for sure. Hello, Jacob Waters, Catherine Weiss, Dark Brain, and everybody else who slipped in here while we weren't looking here. Oh my goodness. Jacob Waters, thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate it, man. Thank you. Yes. A key part of the show here on the Truth Quest is the ability to do that magical thing that we like to call screen share. However, you can't screen share if you can't get anything to open up. So I'm going to have to do something here, but I just wanted to come online here and wow, thank you all for being here. And hello, it's Operation Shutdown. Welcome to the program. Yes, he knows the score. See, we're just downrange of strange, where the outrageous is contagious and the paranormal is the new normal. Thank you very much. Oh, really? Yeah, I think what I might do is just quit out of what is it? Preview. Just quit preview and then restart it. Maybe that'll help, huh? I'm going to try that. So I'm going to quit preview. Hope everyone's having a wonderful evening tonight. Yeah. Yeah, that's why my dad and I now call them confusers, because they're supposed to save time, but if they're not working just right, they end up wasting a lot of time. Hello, Mud Rabbit. Welcome to the program. Awesome. Yeah, we're all here now. Okay, so I'm going to try and open this up again and see if we can, if it magically works now. Oh my goodness, it's working. So this is what I would normally do before the show, get everything else set up. But today wasn't that kind of day. So we're just going to do a couple clicking here. Welcome to the program on this beautiful Wednesday night. It was a very nice day here. Got to go out on my bicycle and went into town. It was kind of fun. Yeah. Da, 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 da. Yeah. Alrighty then. Well, I guess that's it for that. All right. I hope you're all having a wonderful, wonderful day. I'm going to put the link for the chat in right away. If someone wants to call in, you may. We're going to take a look at a couple things here. Just a few. Just a few. Wait a minute. Okay. Did you see this? Now, Nancy Pelosi, it looks to me, I'm not sure, it's just a picture here, but to me it looks like what she's doing, she's showing off her stock portfolio. I believe that's what it is. I think she's showing off her stock portfolio. Yeah, Chips and Science Act. That's right, because didn't her hubby's recent purchase benefited from that Chip and Science Act? So she's probably showing up. Oh, look at all the stocks we bought. Isn't that wonderful? Yeah. Here we go. There's Nancy just screwing up everything she touches and ripping us off blind. She is the poster child for term limits. Let's get those, I think 99% of all people would vote for that. So why can't the people all vote on something like that? We have the technology now. Oh no, they signed you out? Well, that's not very good. Bicycle, bicycle. Yeah, that's that Queen song, right? Yep, so there's Nancy, fancy Nancy, nervous Nancy, trying to start World War, you know what? Not good, not good. I vote no confidence in her. What do you say? I vote no confidence in this whole Biden regime. I vote no confidence. Okay, looks like we have someone in the stream. Eric 2020. Welcome.
Hey, I'm here.
How you doing?
Yo, I love your work, Aaron. Like, big fan of Bashago. 2032 is a big year, allegedly. Somebody else told me you got a time machine that can go like a couple minutes. I'm a time travel investigator. How you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. Yeah, we're all traveling through time or going ahead 1 minute at a time, forward in time. So we're all traveling.
Yes.
In time. And the only thing we really have is the present. So even if you could time travel, you go back in time, but it would be your present, right?
I say that all the time. All we have is the present.
That's right.
If you're capable of time travel, all you have is the present.
Yeah.
What that means is, what you do now affects the future and the past.
Right. You know why they call it the present? Because it depends on how you open it up.
Or how you present it.
Open the present, like open a present. There you go.
Open the present. Yeah.
Yeah. So what part of the country are you in, Eric?
I'm in New York City.
Oh wow.
I'm not gonna disclose the exact borough, but
I'm
in New York City.
Okay. Well, I know that that people are going through some rough times there. So we're feeling your pain. We're really sorry you're going through what you're going through. A lot of lockdowns and bull crap going on over there.
The lockdowns are over, but now we're dealing with who needs to be vaccinated, who doesn't need to be vaccinated.
Okay, we're not saying that word here. We can't say that word on here.
Okay, do we care? We care who does get vaccinated, who doesn't get vaccinated? I went through that. I have as Eric Carthage. You can find my YouTube.
Okay.
I said that. And that was one of the things that they did. Anything about the
talking about, you don't have to say
heroin.
The thing.
I could do that.
The jibby jab.
Yeah, they shut me down real quick. So
here
I am. I'm still kicking it. Because I'm prepared for that kind of stuff. So. Like you know about that, like the whole cancel culture and everything.
Oh, it's terrible. It's I like to say it's the Chinification of America. They're trying to turn us into China here, and we just can't let that happen. We got to stand up for our American rights, so that the rest of the world can look at us and go, "Wow, let's make our country like that."
Yeah.
So, and here's the other thing, the Constitution is only 4 pages. So why aren't we all learning that in school all the time? Going over it, Oh, look, we got another fellow joining the stream here.
I know who that is.
So I came on here just to vouch for Eric. Eric doesn't have any bad intentions. He's a good guy. I just wanted to give you the heads up. I know he might be slipping up on what he can say, but be careful on your language, Eric, just on YouTube, just because we don't want to get Aaron in trouble. But yeah, no, I wanted to come on and vouch for you. I've been waiting to talk to Eric for a long time.
Really?
Yeah, I reached out to you. We're friends on Facebook now.
Jacob Waters.
Yep, that'd be me. I'm that guy.
I know it is. All right, so I can keep my language. I know how to do that. I know how to do that.
No, you have great streams about time travelers, and you take a deep dive into them, and I really do appreciate your work. I don't want you to get anybody in trouble, and I want you to be able to stay on. So I wanted to jump on and just kind of clear the water. I want to make sure Aaron knew you were a good guy, and I'm good friends. Yeah. Well, I don't know if Aaron would consider me a good friend, but I like Aaron's work a lot. Sure. And I appreciate everything he does. So I just wanted to make sure the waters were clear.
The waters. Yeah. Just to say something about that, I could tell right away he's a good guy. I could tell. So no problem there. And what's the name of your channel, Eric?
Eric Carthage. ERIC. Eric Carthage. ERIC with a C, not a K. CARTHAGE. That's Eric Carthage.
Okay.
Like Carthage, the place that got took over by Rome. Yeah. I went through that simulation. So, listen, I did like a little time travel thing. I do want to say the 2032 thing with I'm not going to disclose his name on purpose. He's the guy that thinks he's running for president in 2024 on purpose. All right, I'm talking to y'all guys genuinely,
all right,
sincerely. Bashago might have a chance. 2032.
I mean, that's what I don't know if Aaron's looked into this, but on some of the Apex TV releases, they have Andrew Basiago predicted to be president in 2032.
Okay.
And they wonder if he witnessed a different timeline when he was actually running the first time. Didn't announce that he was going to be president. Just when he ran the first time, they think he might have gotten a head up on the future timeline.
Well, they don't tell him what year they're going to be president. They just tell him they're going to be president. And
that's why I say he didn't predict the year. He just said that he knew he was going to be a future president. That's what he heard from his father about himself and Barack Obama or Barry Soetoro.
And
2015, he wanted to run for president. Then I looked him up. You know what I mean? Like I looked him up. 2016, he was trying to run for president and he didn't. He had
he did run as a write-in. He
ran as a write-in. He got my vote.
He got about 25,000 votes. I voted for him too.
Yeah.
Was it 25,000 votes?
Yeah.
Where was I?
As a write-in.
Eric, get in there, man. Why aren't you voting for him? Come on, man. You gotta have some faith in these brothers.
But he was over 2032.
According to Paddy Powers, which is a betting place over there in England, they had Bashago out of I think almost 100 people, number 6 to be president. So that was impressive. Without any mainstream media except, fringe mainstream media things. But yeah.
Correlating but interesting fact, Kanye West got the most votes in Tennessee over any other state in the last election.
Kanye West ran for something?
Yeah, he ran for president. And he got the most write-in votes from the state of Tennessee, surprisingly.
Okay.
I think that's kind of strange. I think he would have got more from other states, but I might be confused.
Wow.
On behalf of my people, that's gangster. But still, the Yeezys are horrible. There's different timelines that could happen. Listen, the coronavirus does things to your eyes. I still have yet to see a picture with Bashago in glasses. That's real. I believe in him. I believe his whole story.
What do you mean in glasses? He wears glasses in some of his pictures, but what's going on with his vision? That's kind of a newer thing. I don't know if you know about that.
He's legally blind now for the last 3 years. He's been legally blind. So he was told by one of the project principals a few years ago that all the children involved in the Project Pegasus were developing a disease that mimics diabetes. And so that's what he's diagnosed with, diabetes, but he was told that by the CIA that it's something that just mimics diabetes. So in that case, maybe it wouldn't be safe enough to use a teleporter.
I have my diabetes issue. I have plenty of them. Sugar. So they process sugar exactly like they process salt. So salt and sugar keeps the ice cold. The point is, these are things that we're consuming on a daily basis. There's no alternative to these, and the alternatives are probably worse. At the same time, the one thing we have salt water, what's it called? Sea salt. We have sea salt, and we also have liquid amines. Now, these are all additives because I'm a cook, so I do all these things. And I'm sitting here looking at these things like, all right, what can we do to reduce diabetes? So many different things. I'm not a doctor. I'm not even going to sit here and act like I'm some from Honduras, right? I'm going to put it that way. And I'm sitting here like, what is the sugar processed with, and why does it mess people up so bad? So you can reduce the sugar, you can reduce the acid, and see who gets a heart attack at the end of the day.
But I can give you a short answer to that, Eric.
One more thing. The obesity happens on every side. So we got to figure out why these people are getting fat and why they're not even eating. We don't even know. You know what I mean? Go ahead.
I can give you a short answer on this. I actually talked to Andrew about this a little bit, and he kind of looked into it. It's the ketogenic diet. So breaking it down to sugar, bread, starches, an over amount of protein in your diet, they actually break down into sucralose in your body, which is the same thing that sugar and everything else breaks down to, and it's actually harder to process, kind of like gluten. Gluten's another one of those things that's hard to break down for your stomach. So the more you can stay off of, I always tell people, the more you can stay off of things that come from a box that are processed, the better you're going to feel. You don't have to get into a serious diet, but the more you can get off of processed food, soda pop, stuff like that, the better you'll feel in the long run.
So
thanks for sharing that, Dark Brain.
Yeah, that's Eric Carthage's channel there. So go check him out and give him a follow.
Yeah, all you gotta do is Google Eric Carthage.
Oh no, they got the link shared up on the screen for you.
True story. All you gotta do is Google it. I wouldn't disclose the real name and blah 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 blah, but still, Eric Carthage is. You can find me.
Oh, yeah, he's got about a 12-part time travel series that he's been working on. That I watched most of them, awesome. And I would say he does really good work covering Andrew and all the other people that say they're involved in time travel.
Very cool. I'll have to check them out. Thanks for calling in. Appreciate that, Eric.
Thank you.
All right.
When y'all gonna just shut this down, but hey, my time travel series is a time travel investigation, and I woke up one morning just saying, gee, I wonder if people are time traveling with aliens. That's all I thought of, because I had like a band called the New World Side Order. It wasn't big or whatever, but we had like plenty of reasons why we had to shut it down, blah, blah, blah. You could make up whatever conspiracy theories you like. But at the end of the day, there's a lot of conspiracy theories with this type of phenomenon. I just went into it with Apex TV and whatever other time travelers were surfacing. And here I am. You know, like I started discovering so much stuff that it might just be real. We might just need to disclose it, and I might be part of that disclosure movement. I'll put it that way. Leave it at that. John Waters, though. Jacob Waters, sorry. Jacob.
Yeah.
Do it here. Thank you for having me, Aaron.
No problem, dude. No problem. I wish you a lot of luck with your channel. That sounds very, very, very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know? So I heard there's a time soldiers that are like, they have like altars. Like I'm talking about a friend, you know, it's a little shaky thing. And you know, I think the modern life, I'll just put it that way. And there's certain things where you get taken, they bring you back, and you're like, you only get recollections. If you have remote view, you're able to get recollections. If you don't have remote view, they probably do this on a regular, and you never know. You just go about your business. At the same time, you're able to get triggered. What's the trigger? It might be something that you did in the future, the past, or what have you. You know, what have you. It could be anything. And then
Hey, Eric. I don't know if anybody else is noticing this. I'm having a little trouble hearing you. Your mic's cutting out.
Yeah, it's cutting out a little bit there.
We're missing like every other word.
Okay, that means I need to shut up.
Well, I heard that.
No. You're fine. We just wanted to let you know we were missing some of what you were saying. We didn't want it to go unheard.
Yeah, I was about to say that too. You never know. It's like maybe one more second it'll kick in. You know, that's always the hope.
All right. So, can you hear me now?
Yeah, but I can hear
it's
you
a little
now.
better.
Yeah. You got the hood of reception on.
Okay. So, like I said, I could hear you.
Hello, Christina. And Chase.
There's a thing of altars.
Hey, Chase. Hope you're doing well. Chase is a friend me and Mud Rabbit brought over.
Cool. Welcome, Chase. Good to see you here. You like that little poster there? I think it's great. I saw that today.
Yeah, Kirk versus Gorn.
Yeah.
I'd pay to see that battle.
That was a great episode.
The War on the Shore.
And, you know, it came right down to Kirk's, chemistry class lessons that he remembered, you know, what the different things that were there. So he could make a little thing like a makeshift cannon to get this guy. Yeah, that was great. Yeah.
Battle of the Brawn?
Yeah, fight to the death. Some advanced aliens put Kirk and his Gorn creature on this planet to battle to see which life form was worthy to live, worthy enough or something.
Oh, but the battles, though, Aaron, watching them throw the styrofoam stones at each other.
Oh yeah, the styrofoam stones. Yeah.
That was a game changer. Oh.
But you know what though, even with all the corniness, they didn't do a bad job. I heard William Shatner, Captain Kirk, say in a recent interview that the lunch budget for a modern TV show, that just their lunch budget was more than the entire budget for Star Trek.
Oh, wow.
Including all the actors and all the sets and all the special effects. So they worked wonders for very with what little they had. They did pretty good with it.
That's why I like Stargate so much. They run their operation on a cheap budget.
Yeah. And Mystery Science Theater 3000 ran on a pretty cheap budget too.
Oh yeah.
That's my stuff.
And I believe me, if you look back on my earlier shows from my cable access days, then you're reaching back like that. Space Cadets. Check those out.
Institutes. Another. He did a good job cleaning up the place, so the boss did like us, so they shot up into space.
Okay.
Easy movies, the worst they could find. La, la, la.
He's cutting out again. I think you're too
Hey,
far from the mic.
maybe I'm too far from the mic. Maybe you can't hear me, and then maybe everything is just.
There's Eric's link again.
Yeah, if anybody wants to check him out, that's his YouTube channel. Mud Rabbit's sharing it for us.
Mud Rabbit. Who's Mud Rabbit?
Mud Rabbit's a guest on. I mean, she's the mod for Aaron's show. She comes on my show every once in a while. She's been a guest on Aaron's show. Just a great person and great friend to have around.
Cool. Maybe I need to add him. Thank you, Mud Rabbit.
This is the Helix Nebula. Check that out.
Helix Nebula.
It looks like an eye. Love it. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool stuff. Pretty cool.
It definitely looks like a flaming eye. It looks like a flaming eye.
Yeah, doesn't it?
Have you been doing the reflective images lately, Aaron?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, in fact, I'm going to show a couple here in a couple seconds here once I get them up there.
Some of the best art I've ever seen.
I know, it's really weird stuff. And the stuff that you see is just crazy. Crazy stuff. But yeah. So I see you've been streaming a little bit too yourself there, Mr. Waters. What you been up to?
I did a 27-hour straight stream the other day. That was a little nuts.
Do you have
and
to take
I've been doing interviews everywhere in between, and I don't know. I'm just staying busy, trying to enjoy myself on YouTube more than stress myself out with it. You know.
I remember you was doing like 24 hours. How did that work?
Well, I set it at 24, and I ended up doing 27 straight. So.
Wow. Did you take a break?
I mean, I would take bathroom breaks. I wasn't like doing anything inappropriate. If I had to go to the bathroom, I would go to the bathroom. But besides that, I would. You can only get 12 hours on YouTube before they actually cut out some of your content. So I would have like 27 hours and 48 minutes, but I didn't realize that. So I cut it out at my first video got cut out at 12 hours and 48 minutes, and then I just jumped right into the next live stream and went from there.
Wow.
Impressive.
Very, very impressive. Okay. Are you ready for some of these cool images?
Oh, you got more?
Oh, yeah. Check this out. Everyone's having a great time in the chat there.
Chatting it out.
It sure was a nice day here. We're in Wisconsin.
It was all rainy here in Illinois. I think Terry's got flooding today. He was telling me, Terry Hopper.
Oh, it was global warming in New York City, and the buildings don't help.
Okay, check this one out.
That was cool.
It looks like Zombie in the middle.
It's got like a face in there.
Remember Zombie? From
Zombie. Yeah, in the middle.
Yeah. Zombie from Pee-wee Herman. Yeah. Oh, did you see my Pee-wee Herman discovery, Jacob?
Really? You have a
Pee-wee Herman discovery? No, I don't think I've seen that one.
Was it
my goodness!
Was it a big adventure? Was it a big adventure?
It was a very big adventure. Yeah.
I hope you didn't lose your bike.
No, I didn't lose my bike.
All right.
All right. Let's see. Okay, Pee-wee. So there was this UFO, and it was featured on. I don't know if you ever watch Third Phase of Moon.
Yeah.
But they get a lot of people send them stuff, and they put them up, and there was this very strange shaped UFO, and so I went, oh my goodness, what's that? So I thought, oh, I know what that is. I know what that shape is. Very distinct shape, and that's just how it goes. When I see something, I have instant correlation, and boom, there it is. Here's my miraculous discovery. Up on the upper left, you'll see the picture of the UFO. And yes, it's exactly the same as the famous shoes that Pee-wee Herman did his famous dance.
Tequila?
The tequila dance, yeah.
Tequila.
So obviously, exactly. Obviously, the aliens were so impressed with that movie, they had to show us by sending that UFO. That's my opinion. Yeah. What do you think about that?
Nice. That was iconic. That was an iconic role.
Yeah.
The aliens have been watching this for a while. I'm sure they know exactly what pop culture is.
Yeah.
And they can maneuver around it.
Actually, I don't think they know. I don't think they know what pop culture is. I think it totally baffles them.
You don't think we send radio waves out?
Oh yeah. I do believe that. In fact, Bernie Mendez, he's one of the people that verifies Andrew's story.
Yeah.
He was in the Mars Jump Room program with Andy.
Hmm.
But he also dealt with the extraterrestrials for the government, for the secret government. He was one of like only 3 or 4 people in the 60s and 70s who could communicate with these aliens. And the aliens asked a question, and he was called to answer the question. And they said, "We've been monitoring your transmissions. We see a transmission of a war. We go all over your planet. We can't find the war. Please explain this." And Bernie said, "Well, that's fiction. Those are movies. Those are not real. That's entertainment. It's fiction." And so we show this stuff for entertainment, and they couldn't believe it. They were just freaking out, and a lot of their officers had lost rank. These alien officers lost rank because they'd made contingency plans based on our transmission. So, ever wonder why the aliens haven't like conquered us yet? Probably because they think we got the Starship Enterprise, Godzilla, and all the others, right?
Yeah.
Aaron, I got one for you. Have you seen the movie Pixel with Adam Sandler?
Big what?
Have you seen the movie Pixel with Adam Sandler?
No, I haven't.
Well, what they do is the aliens actually pick up on signals that we're sending from Earth. And what they do is their way of coming to conquering Earth is they do it like a challenge. And they play like Galaga with us on a 3D level. And they do Pac-Man games, Galaga, and like classic arcade games that we've reflected out into the universe. And then they come and attack in that way.
And Pac-Man came back and was attacking people on the streets, right?
Yeah, he was eating cars, and
I saw the preview for that. That looks very interesting.
But yeah, that's the premise of it. Is the aliens pick up that depicting it as real life and what's going on our planet, and they take it as like a sport or like a challenge, and they come challenge us for our planet.
Wow. Yeah, that's the thing. They can't figure us out. They didn't even know what fiction was. Think about how confused they must be.
Oh, yeah.
Cartoons, what the heck are those? They probably don't know what those are either. Probably some 2-dimensional life forms they're trying to figure out.
All right. So there's a difference between the aliens are few in number and how do they multiply? How do they live in space for that long, for light years?
I guess it
Lightly.
probably depends on the species and what type of aliens we're talking about. I think there's more than one species.
Oh yeah.
More than one race.
Oh yeah.
Like we exist. There's got to be a couple of them. Then there's always that theory. We ain't even gonna talk about the flat Earth theory because that's
I
gradually.
mean, the Drake theory alone tells us that the odds are pretty good.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
There has to be a life. You know what I mean? There has to be another species of people that are conscious, that speak language, period, you know? And we can imagine these things, and that's the other loophole. Go ahead. Y'all keep talking. Just wanted to chime in.
Oh, you're
No
good.
worries. No worries. I'm looking for something here because there we go. Because you mentioned something, and I wanted to bring this up. Hold on a second here. There it is. Okay. All right. So let's give Pee-wee a little rest here. And I heard you mention flat Earth. So I made a meme for all the flat earthers. So I've shown this before, but here's my flat Earth meme. It's a couple of fleas in the back of a dog. I say the dog is dog-shaped. I say the dog is flat. Flat dog theory. Numbers all around the dog. Yeah.
Professor the end of the dog.
They'll never know because they're never going to see the whole thing. So just like us.
You're not.
Like
there's that possibility of a simulation where everything is still like we're just living in this, you know, we're probably living in a microchip somewhere that's electronically fused, blah blah blah. But at the end of the day, though, the Earth is still round.
I hate that theory, but I love it at the same time. Like the simulation theory that we're like Sims playing Sims. And I think Elon Musk came out and saying this. He goes, the odds that we're actually in the true reality is very limited compared to the alternative. And like it's a scary thought to know that you might just be a video game or a figment of somebody else's imagination.
I don't know if we are, because in our youth we would see everything would look like Ong.
That's what I would think too. What?
You're segmenting. You're segmenting out again, buddy.
The different like upgrades of video games, it's extremely possible. I'll confirm that to y'all. I think it's extremely possible. Yes. You know, like
can't hear you, man. Every other word.
Okay, I think it's extremely possible that there is a simulation and it's a computer generation. Could you hear that one?
Yeah.
Something. You know what? It might be the solar flare coming at Earth. It's supposed to hit us today sometime, and everyone's blinking out here. That we could be hitting a solar storm right now.
Now your screen just went.
Everyone's blinking out. Everyone's blinking out.
Right now, Aaron, your screen went flat. Well, I could see Eric, so I think it might have been on your end at that time.
I can see all of you. Can you hear me? Can you hear it? Can you hear me? May I have to hold it?
I can hear you, Eric, and I can hear you, Aaron. I can hear both of you guys.
Okay, so the simulation, like there could easily be one due to upgrades of video games. Due to the upgrades of video games, there could totally be a simulation of us.
Yeah, it's possible.
I couldn't understand. Something's happening with my stream here.
That's what
I don't know.
That's what I was trying to say.
Aaron, it's coming through. Sorry, Eric. Aaron's having a little lag on his end. We can hear you, Aaron, but it's your face is freezing up, at least on my end. I can see Eric still moving. I can hear all of his words, but
yeah, Aaron
stationary.
We froze Aaron. Sorry, Aaron. Thank you for having us, though. I was going to leave at the 1 the 1 hour mark, I'm not going to
But
do.
hey, Eric, by the way, man, reach out to
Oh,
me.
I see movement.
Reach out to me, Eric, on Facebook. I think we're friends on Facebook. Reach out to me, and we'll set up an interview sometime too. By the way,
Oh, definitely.
anytime.
Thank you. I would love to hear what you gotta say, and I'm sure you gotta hear what I gotta say more.
Oh yeah, of course.
Aaron is frozen to me. That's what my ex-girlfriend said.
Put it in.
Now, so we might have to pause and let him catch up because we're probably ahead of time. Can you
Hello,
hear?
celestial soul.
Oh,
Welcome to the
Celestial.
program. Now, let me see. Say something so I can hear you guys. Everything's wonky here.
I hear you.
Aaron, you just froze again when you said, "Can you hear me?"
Yeah, he froze again.
Okay.
It was fine for a second, and then
I gotta keep moving so I can tell when I'm frozen.
Oh yeah, I know about that. We have like 3 people on.
The screens keep blacking out too. I think we got some kind of. I better hurry up and share some of these important things I wanted to show before we get too far off into here.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I'm gonna share this shit later. That's all I know.
Here's some inspiration. Here's something to inspire. Be like Pluto. In 2006, scientists declared that Pluto is no longer a planet. Despite that, it keeps revolving around the sun the same way it has been doing for billions of years. Pluto doesn't care what others think about it. So, be like Pluto. There you go. I like that. Oh, it looks like Jacob bumped out.
Jacob's out. I'm about to leave in a second, but I see this one, so I'm gonna speak about it. Then I'm gonna leave too. Or if you want to ask me any more questions, blah blah blah. I got like 5 more minutes. I keep. It's an hour. Be like Pluto. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you.
There was a Pluto planet. They thought it was a Pluto planet. It's really a rock. It's big enough to be a planet, but it's one of those asteroids that's almost big enough to be a planet, but it's it's past Uranus. The problem is they wanted to make it not a planet because it disappeared for some reason.
Oh yeah?
It disappeared. It was off the radar all of a sudden. They couldn't.
I never heard that.
Thought it was a planet, but for some reason they had to keep finding this planet. They thought it was a planet. They thought it was there. All of a sudden, they didn't see it. Somebody either took the planet out, or somebody didn't find the planet when it was supposed to be there.
That's interesting. I'd never heard that.
Yeah. So, Rick and Morty did a little thing about it. Yeah, Morty. They did a little thing about it, and it was like, Jerry, who was like the dweeb or the nerd or the person that they want to beat up on all the time, he thought Pluto was a planet, and they was like, "Oh, you can't say Pluto is a planet." The people of Pluto.
Okay. Well, it sure was nice to get pictures of it when that flyby and they found that big heart there. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a planet. It's there. It's there. It's back. It's back. Pluto's back. Pluto is back. Is there other planets? Of course, we know there are plenty of other planets. But some have life, some don't. Some places have life that we can't live on. That's the problem.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I believe, and that's just remote viewing. Like I go to the end of the universe and come back, go to the ends of time and come back, here and there. But you can just say I'm talking shit. It's fine. At the end of the day, I know who I'm working for.
Mm-hmm. Check this one out. Her. Do you have a dog or a cat? Me. I don't know. Look at this thing. could be either or. You just never know. No way to tell.
It's definitely a dog.
You think?
It could be a cat. It could be a cat. It's like a dog that looks like a cat.
It's a very cat-like dog, maybe. I don't know. It doesn't look happy, though. It does not look happy.
Yeah, the dog memes are overrated. I mean, are underrated. The dog memes are underrated. The dog memes are underrated.
Oh, maybe it's a gremlin. I think you might be right, Mud Rabbit. I think it's a gremlin.
Gremlins.
Don't feed it after midnight. Don't get it wet.
Do not get it wet. Yeah.
Why do that? Well, so now you're over there in New York. Now, are there a lot of like restaurants that have closed down from being locked down too long? Did it affect the local businesses there?
I'm gonna keep it real. I would give it about a good 10 to 15% of restaurants have closed down out of 100%.
Okay.
Now, a lot of other businesses got like where it was like, how are we gonna reopen? Da 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 da. And there's like those wasn't restaurants.
Okay.
But somehow, some way, there was like a lot of influx of the curbside dining and the once they did the vaccine thing.
Oh, don't talk about that. Remember?
I'm sorry, I forgot all about that. So did the whole mandate thing.
Okay.
Everything like started to, I wouldn't say reopen, but they just kept enough staff where people was able to quit.
Uh-huh.
They just didn't like the conditions.
Wow.
There was this big quitting thing where everybody was like quitting whatever jobs they had. Like I'm talking about lawyers, politicians, doctors, down to the cooking staff.
A lot of people moved out too. Did you notice people moving out?
Yes. Like people got out of here. You know,
Yeah.
like, had to go.
That's sad. You know, I like New York. I used to go there every year in February for the toy fair, for the International Toy Fair. It was a lot of fun.
I heard of that.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. But yeah, so that's what I did years ago. So New York was always a fun place to go. I always felt safe there. So I don't know what it's like now.
It's a safe city considering it has its moments where it's like every other city.
Mm-hmm.
Really bad. It has its moments, but it's New York. It's gonna be New York for a while.
Yeah.
Well, at least to like 2200 at least. That's when we really see like we really don't have to worry about violence or crime, really. But for a while, it's gonna be like, it is what it is.
Wow. Yeah.
That's my prediction. I heard of 2200 before, so I'm assuming that's when there's gonna be like a lot of peace still within the city. So.
Mm-hmm. Well, hey, did you hear that George Jetson was born in 2022?
I heard of that.
So that's interesting. So we got 40 years to make that reality, to make to get spacely sprockets and.
Listen, if there's a George out there, but he'd have to change his name to Jetson.
Well, it could be like George Jetson Johnson or something, you know, like his first name and his middle name. Or you could change your name. Someone could change their name to Jetson.
They could.
Or it might be a real name. I don't know. I don't know. Flintstone. I don't know about Flintstone.
But Jetson, there's a Jackson, there's a Johnson, they could do it. Whoever that George is, he's probably a Jackson or a Johnson.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Dave the Jetson on purpose.
Yep.
On purpose.
Well, thanks a lot, Eric, for calling in. And we'll call in again sometime. I'm going to check out your channel, and everyone in the chat, check his channel out too. And we'll see you sometime soon. Take care, buddy.
See you in the future.
All right, in the future. That's right.
All right, I'm out. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome, buddy.
Channel all the time. You know that.
Take care. Thanks.
Thanks.
All right. That's great. We had 2 call-ins tonight. The wiki for that? Now there's some people are saying, oh, his birthday wasn't on July 31st. Well, it was in 2022, sometime in 2022, because he was 40 years old and it was set in 2062. And exactly 100 years in the future from 1962 when it was drawn. Yeah, thank you, Eric. Nice seeing you, Eric. Yeah, Eric has a good laugh. He's enjoying life. Yes. Good guy. All right. All righty then. So let's see what else we have here for you. Hey, Special K's in the house. Good to see you here. I didn't see you on the Lurker app. So this image here is from the Helix nebula. But I'm going to do an adjustment to that one. Oh, that's a mirror. Yeah. Hello, lurkers. Please hit that like button. Yes. Yes, there's a lurker app. There sure is. We got the lurker app, so we always see the lurkers. But we're not gonna dox any lurkers. We're glad that they're there. All we ask is hit the like button. There you go. And I want to thank Catherine Weiss for her super chat the last time. Thank you very much for that. Oh, also, friends, today I got a surprise today from my good friend Todd Swearingen, sent in a donation on Cash App. So thank you very much, Todd and Carrie Swearingen, for that awesome donation. Very generous one. Thank you very much. Keeps the lights on. Helps to keep things going here. Do you see some little guy in the middle there? I think I do. Some guy in the middle. All right. Okie dokie, Pinocchio. Oh, I gotta put a mirror. That's right. Oh, brother, I was out on my bike today. It was kind of a warm day to be out pedaling around on the bike. I have a 5-speed. It's a 1974 Schwinn Suburban 5-speed. And I keep it always in 5th gear. Always in 5th gear. So there you go. Oh, look at that. Todd and Carrie, if you're watching, 2 hearts. You see the guy in the middle? Okay. Yeah, I got to get to him so I can adjust this image here. That's it. Is that it? A new toy on the chat. Okay, here it is. There it is. Okay, so now we can adjust it a little. I wonder if I should trim it first. I'm going to adjust it first. So we're going to increase the darks, increase the light. We're going to take a little color out of it, maybe. How's that look? You know what? I'm gonna crop this here to just the mirror image, not the overlapping of the single image that we're getting here. So we'll see what it really looks like once we do this. Oops. I didn't know that would wipe that out. Okay. I also, while I was in town, I stopped in at a local crystal shop. And I asked them there if they had heard about rubbing crystals together to get lights. And they'd never heard of that. They had never heard of that. So I guess it's not a very widely known thing. I don't know. It looks like some kind of tiki dancer in the middle with, I don't know, like a jester hat. Something weird. Something weird. But let me see. I'm going to just flip this one because we might see something else if we flip it. Here we go. Maybe there's nothing worth finding here. Maybe there's just nothing there. Reminds you of nostrils? Oh, yeah. It's kind of a weird one. Kind of a strange one. Kind of a strange one. Kind of weird. Kind of weird. I know. I know. So weird. So weird. All right. Let's see what this one looks like on the screen here. Kind of a strange one. Lights, I have recently seen a few things that make me wonder about just how powerful we are and lacking in the God-given gifts we were born with and lied to about through the ages. Oh, yeah. They don't want you to know how powerful you are. Um, oh, yes. Yes, I have Dark Brain, where you bite a, is it a peppermint or wintergreen? I think you're right. It makes a spark of light. Yes. Yeah, that is a neat phenomenon. There's something happening there. And I just think there's electricity all around us. We just don't realize it. And the fact that you can press a crystal and get a spark of energy out of it. Think about that. Crystals could run everything, couldn't they? Wintergreen, it's a consensus. All right. Oh, that's good. You're having knowledge and senses are so acute that it's not scary anymore. Yes. Nothing scares me anymore either. No. I stopped being scared of things when I left my body and realized we're eternal beings. Eternal beings. We are eternal beings. Aren't we? Yes, we are. Okay. This is Friday too. There, you showed that one. I don't know if I showed that one or not. Just not sure. Yeah, I guess, and the spearmint and peppermint essential oils, I guess, keep the spiders away, right? Oh, I gotta show you this picture. I hope I'm okay with showing this picture. But look, look what my granddaughter found, folks. Look what she found. The Oreos. Oh, look at that. Right for the Oreos. Didn't bother with the powdered potatoes. No, gonna go right for the Oreo. There she is, Emery. Looks like she had a couple too many of those Oreos there. Yeah, I think it might be some minerals in there. There must be some minerals that does it. I don't know. Isn't that weird? Maybe we could all research that. I thank you, Cheryl. Yeah, she's a happy little kid. That's for sure. Hi, Piggy Dancer. Yeah. And everybody's saying hi to Piggy Dancer. Kathy and Mud Rabbit. Yeah, we're going to see an uptick in those kind of candies now, aren't we? Yeah. But be careful. Don't do it too much. You might hurt your teeth. You might hurt your teeth. You don't want to do that. No. You definitely don't want to do that. Nope. Okay. You know, friends, there were these creatures found in Peru, these mummified creatures, and they looked reptilian. One of them had eggs in its stomach. They're very strange looking. And I was looking at them one day and I went, wait a minute, that looks like something. These look like, this looks familiar. And then bingo, bango, bongo and Irving. I think I did share this a long time ago, but I want to show it to you again. And what it looked like to me, it looked like E.T. Look at this creature. He's got the same kind of head, kind of long, eyes in the front. And there is the skeleton. This is this creature. They found him in a cave in Peru. What are these things? Very strange. Definitely a once living being. Look at all those bones. Incredible. From Pee Wee. Predictive programming, yeah. I don't know because I think they discovered these things in Peru after many years after ET. So that opens up a whole bunch of new questions there now. Uh, did they somehow know about these? Look, the same length of the neck and everything. I mean, people, this is weird. The only real difference is the neck on ET is further back on his head, whereas on these creatures is more towards the middle of the head, where it would be logically for most creatures. But yeah, it was weird. It's weird that something discovered afterward would look so much like ET, you know? Isn't that weird? I mean, the eyes are further apart, but I mean, come on. It's pretty close. Pretty close. Hey, Mad Pogue's here. Good to see you, Mad Pogue. Well, I got word my mom's sending some cookies, and so should be here tomorrow. Anxiously looking forward to those. Yeah. So I always thought this was a very interesting case where they have actual bodies with skin, mummified skin. It's, one of them has 3 eggs inside. Um, quite remarkable. But now it doesn't mean that these creatures were aliens. They might have been some earth creature, some earthborn creature that we haven't seen that just died out. We don't know. But it's something that was walking around, some things that were beings that were walking around. Yes, yes, Willie, fix it. You said it right there, buddy. That's why I really look forward to those cookies because they're very special. Very special. Yeah. So there you go. Hello, Willie Fix-It. I hope your hands are doing better. I hope that you're back to work and everything's going good for you there, Willie, Mr. Fix-It. But yeah, that's a very strange case. Like I said, there's really nothing to suggest that these were aliens, other than the fact that no one's ever seen creatures like this here before. That doesn't mean that they're not from Earth, but it certainly is a mystery. And it's just odd that the head looks a lot like the ET head, ET phone home. I saw someone, they were doing on the street interview with people on the street. You know how they catch people? Sometimes they give them slightly trick questions, and then they reveal how much they really know. And this guy had a microphone, and there was two women standing next to two women. He said, "What's Obama's last name?" And the first woman said, "Obama." And the second woman said, "Care." Like Obamacare? Obamacare. Oh my goodness. Oh. How do these people I wow, what can you say? What can you say? Get smart, people. People need to get smart. Right? Just like the first smartphone. I think this was the very first smartphone, if my memory serves me right. Yes, this was the first smartphone. There you go. And there's a smartphone with a lot of soul, you have to admit. Yeah. There you go. I loved it how he would be like at a movie theater. His shoe would be ringing and he'd answer it. Some secret method of communication if you're just going to show everybody, hey, it's my shoe. So, yeah. Agent 99 was smarter than Maxwell. Yeah. Maxwell was just 86. 99 was 99. So obviously she's smarter, right? Plus she was taller. Yes, she was. Everything was smarter than he was. That's the whole point. He was a bumbling. Really, he was actually the same voice. He was the voice for Inspector Gadget. And gee, do you think this show had anything to do with the direction of that? I think so. Inspector Gadget. He did the voice for Inspector Gadget, and he kind of was the original Inspector Gadget. Get smart with the shoe phone. There you go. Oh, and we're getting dangerously close to the 3,000 mark. So if you have a friend that might want to subscribe to the channel, tell them to subscribe and help us make that mark. Get over that 3,000 hump there. And now I fixed it so everyone can see the subscriber count. So go ahead and make sure you're subscribed. We go on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And look who's here now. Austin Morris. Greetings from Knoxville. Welcome to the program, buddy. Yeah, that little sunbeam car, that little red car. Yeah, that was pretty cool. Cool little red sports car. I used to love those things. Oh, yeah, the Cone of Silence. That's right. Brilliant show. Excellently written. Brilliant show. a lot of the shows back then, very well written, well acted, very, very well done. They just don't do shows like that anymore, you know? They just don't. That's why we make shows. That's why we make shows. And there's a way how you can help us make even better shows. Send your stories in, and we can tell your story. How's that sound? Isn't our chat awesome? Oh, yes. Very, very awesome. Oh, really? That was your favorite show, too? It was one of my favorite ones, too. Definitely one of my favorites. I also liked Green Acres and, oh, so funny. Gilligan's Island, of course, you know. Can't forget Gilligan. Gilligan spells Gilligan. Gilligan. There you go. Yep. I've seen all the episodes numerous times. As everybody should, right? Everybody should. Wild Wild West was good too, yes. Yep. The Time Tunnel was one of my favorites too. It was only out 1 year, The Time Tunnel, but great, great show. And The Land of the Giants, remember that? The Land of the Giants, that was good too. Before he was Gilligan, he was Dobie Gillis. Yes, he was great in that too. He was Maynard G. Krebs and Dobie Gillis. Yep, 2 hit shows right around the same time, one after the other. Yeah, amazing. You could make a professor could make anything out of a coconut. Yeah. Although a friend of mine, Randy Ketcher, invented something better than the professor, and that is the tip-proof hammock. I wonder if I got a picture of that here. Let me check and see if I got a picture of my friend's tip-proof hammock. I think I do. So this one, okay, let me show it to you. So I went to school with this guy, Randy Ketcher. Nice guy, really cool guy. And he puts docks in. And he sells these aqua hammocks that attach to your dock, but he also has them now that just are freestanding. They're in a buried base on land. And they don't tip at all. They don't tip. Okay. So you're never going to tip on this thing. And it spins around, but it doesn't tip. Okay. So there it is, the tip-proof hammock. Better than the professor could think of. And he's my friend on Facebook. Go on Facebook and look him up, Randy Ketcher. Tip-proof hammock. Look it up and get one. He's selling them. They're selling like hotcakes. Because, you know, there's nothing worse than going to relax in a hammock and then you move wrong and all of a sudden you're on your face on the ground with your mouth full of dirt. And you hurt because you just hit the ground because you flipped over. That doesn't happen with this one. Tip-proof hammock. Yep, there it is, baby. Tip-proof hammock. That's right. That is right. You know, it's amazing how, the White House just doesn't seem to be bothered by anything. We're not in a recession. This is the strongest economy in history. Yeah, perfectly fine here. As the building burns down, there you go. I thought that was apropos. That's what's happening these days. They just don't acknowledge anything. Just change the definitions of words. Changing the definition of a word's a heck of a lot easier than actually having good policy and doing things for the people. It's a little easier, isn't it? Asbestos Joe, there you go. That's as best as he can do, which isn't very good. That's a good one. I like that, Asbestos Joe. Yep. Sad, sad, sad. But you know what? Over there in Arizona, guess what? And in other places, it looks like the America First candidates are winning, 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 winning big time. And that is awesome. 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 Don't you think? I do think. Yeah. Jack Posabic says, I don't know who needs to hear this, but the science said depression was caused by a chemical imbalance for 20 years. And this has just been debunked. Yes. They really don't know what they're talking about, folks. They're just trying to make a buck, to sell some toxic thing to you, and they just don't care. They don't care. Yeah, carry one. However, it looks like they're trying their same old tactics to try and resurrect a win for the lame Pence person. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. So, election integrity, folks. That's the key. And I feel very bad for anyone who was put on these harsh drugs for no reason at all. It's probably some MK Ultra test. Isn't that what everything is? Oh yeah? Peggy Dan and Alzheimer's meds have proven to do nothing to help the disease and makes it worse. Yes. That's their main money maker. They can't fix that. In fact, they have fixed that. They have fixed that years ago. They figured this out. And I'm going to do a little search for it right now, friends. And I think I did show this once before, but I want to show it again because of that comment about this ailment that befalls all of us if we get old enough. So here is some food for thought. Um, okay. Oh, it looks like they have some new developments here, but I'm going to play this old from 2016. This is from 2016, folks. Okay, it's 4 minutes long. I think we can bear through a 4-minute video. You want to? Okay, and I'm gonna copy the URL. I'll put it into the chat. Here's the chat. There it is. So this is a miraculous discovery. I hope this is the right video for it. Getting it all set up here, buddy. Light therapy. It's the future of medicine. Light and sound therapy. So here we go. Are you ready, folks? And this is for the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, MIT. So go ahead and give them a follow. This is fair use. We're just showing their video here. I hope it's okay. Okay. Oops, we're gonna minimize this so that it's just that. We don't need to see all those ads beside it. All right. Ready? Here we go.
No effective therapies for Alzheimer's disease. As lifespans increase and our population ages, Alzheimer's represents a looming public health problem of immense proportions, one that is also personal. 1 in 3 adults in the United States will die from Alzheimer's or age-related dementia, touching almost everyone as a patient or a caregiver. There are now 46 million people with Alzheimer's disease worldwide. The total societal costs associated with dementia will reach $2 trillion by 2030. Alzheimer's expenses are the greatest direct healthcare cost to the United States economy, greater than cancer and heart disease. New approaches to treat and reverse Alzheimer's disease are needed. Recent studies suggest that Alzheimer's disease disrupts brain signaling and how neurons synchronize. This specific type of neuron synchrony, altered in Alzheimer's disease, is called the gamma rhythm. Sensory information from our environment is critical to how the brain synchronizes and communicates, which aids in our ability to remember loved ones' names, recall what we did last week, and to pay attention to where we put our car keys. Altered gamma rhythms in Alzheimer's disease are due in part to the toxic accumulation of a SNP protein called amyloid beta, resulting in fewer neurons firing in synchrony. Research from the lab of director Li-Hui Tsai of the Picower Institute for Learning and Memory at MIT has sought to understand how Alzheimer's disease affects gamma rhythms in the brain, under the premise that abnormal neuronal firing populations play a key role in the symptoms of the disease. First, Dr. Tsai's team established that the gamma rhythm amplitude at the 40 Hz range was reduced in mice with Alzheimer's disease, called 5X FAD mice. More specifically, the gamma rhythm was significantly decreased in a brain region crucial for learning and memory, the hippocampus. The diminished gamma rhythm in 5X FAD mice occurred with the accumulation of amyloid beta, which eventually becomes toxic and results in neuronal death and memory loss. Next, researchers in her lab used optogenetics to artificially correct the gamma rhythm in the hippocampus of 5X FAD Alzheimer's mice. By stimulating neurons in the 40 Hz range at the optimal gamma rhythm amplitude, Dr. Tsai's lab showed that amyloid beta levels were cut nearly in half. Dr. Tsai's team discovered that the 40 Hz optogenetic stimulation to correct the gamma rhythm in Alzheimer's mice activated genes in brain cells called microglia. Microglia are part of the brain's immune system and function, in part, to ingest or clear away microorganisms that might cause disease. Optogenetic stimulation at the 40 Hz range activated microglia to promote the clearance of amyloid beta. To create an effective treatment in humans with Alzheimer's disease, it's ideal to invent a non-invasive technique. To this end, Li-Hui Tsai and her team created a sensory paradigm that uses flickering light to restore the gamma rhythm and to reduce the levels of amyloid beta. 5X FAD Alzheimer's mice were exposed to 40 Hz flickering light, which caused enhanced gamma rhythm neuronal activity and reduced amyloid beta levels by over 50% in the visual cortex. In addition, the 40 Hz flickering light treatment caused microglia in Alzheimer's mice to become more active and dramatically increase in size by engulfing amyloid beta. When the gamma flickering light treatment was used in older Alzheimer's mice with toxic levels of amyloid beta, which results in aggregates called plaques, the plaques decreased. However, for the plaque levels to remain low, the flickering light treatment had to be given over several days versus hours. This unique, non-invasive approach might lead to the development of treatments that can affect the disease without the current pharmacological challenges of the blood-brain barrier or unexpected drug interactions. This technique is a big step in finding new and effective treatments for Alzheimer's disease that one day may halt and reverse the symptoms of a disease that impacts so many of us.
What do you think about that? So take your grandma or your grandpa to the disco where they got the strobe lights going, and they'll get their memory back. 40 hertz. There are some companies making some goggles that do that. I don't know how effective they are, or if they're just jumping on a bandwagon and maybe it's not tested. I don't know. But it's worth a try. I mean, it's not invasive. You might as well try it, right? So, and that was from 2016. And I don't think they've done human tests yet. I mean, and you heard it in there, it's their number one cost, which means it's the number one money maker for big pharma. So they don't want this. They're probably going to get strobe lights illegalized or something. I don't know. Very interesting. Strobe at 40 hertz. I have seen the glasses that show color for blind people. Oh, really? Oh, that's interesting. Oh, you know about those too? Yes, light therapy and sound waves. That's going to be the future of medicine. Those two things. Yeah. Okay. Alrighty then, folks. Well, I think we're coming to the end here of our little program. And the med beds, yes. Yes, indeed. Yep, the med beds. I think we cut all these, didn't we? Yeah. We cut them all. All right. I don't think I shared that one yet. And there's one to cap it all off with, all right? I'm not sure if I showed that one before or not. I may have, or I may not have. Oh, look at Mud Rabbit found them. And chroma glasses. Results can be viewed here. Well, thank you very much, Mud Rabbit. Wow. See, this is how we share info. I think that's wonderful that flashing goggles could be the answer to something that just it takes away the ability for someone to even say their goodbyes. You know, I mean, it's a really sad thing when someone gets this and they lose their memory. But these mice that had lost their memory, they couldn't find their way through the maze that they used to be able to know. After this treatment, they knew how to get through the maze again. They got their memories back. So it's a really, really, really. Yes, I think I told Andrew about this. We talk a lot, so I'm sure I brought that up to him. Also, if you dig into Colonel Philip J. Corso's writings, he did some writing other than his book, The Day After Roswell, where he talks about how he or maybe it was in the book, how he befriended some scientists there in Italy when he was running the country during World War II, towards the end of the war. He was in charge of the whole country for a while. But he had a bunch of intellectual friends, these doctors and scientists, and he brought home a couple of their books about using light and sound for healing. And those books are really not findable or something. I can't remember. I'll have to look into that. Oh yeah, the Rife machine. Yeah, yeah, I heard something about that too. There's all kinds of things, and there's a story about Nikola Tesla. Back a long, long, long time ago, he was crossing the street and he got hit by a car. I believe he broke his leg, and he went to the doctor, and when the doctor told him what he was going to do, he said, "No, thank you. I'll take care of this myself." He went home and he created a machine that would deliver to his body, different parts of his body, low frequency electric charges, electric shocks, low frequency electricity. And he healed himself. When you apply electricity, apparently low voltage electricity or amp, whatever it is, to areas that need healing, it speeds up the process. Isn't that interesting? Yes, that is a page turner. It's a great book. Zone therapy. Okay, that sounds interesting. Grandfather's book on zone therapy. Oh, before they change it reflexology. Okay. Interesting. Yes. Yes. Very interesting. Yeah, there's lots of oh my goodness, Peggy Dancer, thank you very much for that super chat. Wow. Thank you very, very much. That's incredible. And thank you to everyone who was donated. I really appreciate it. Really super appreciate it. Helps more than you know. So thank you so much. Yes. Oh, really? Your late husband used TENS unit for cancer pain. Wow. Wow. I just love our mods. They're just such nice people, you know? Mud Rabbit, Catherine Weiss, Dark Brain, Operation Shutdown. All you people are so nice. So wonderful. Thank you again, Peggy Dancer. You're awesome. You are awesome. Wow. Yes, the word's out. We've got the great mods here. Chopped liver? No. We like everybody here. Yeah. We're fans of everybody here, aren't we? Yes, we really, really are. Okay. I got to get to that so I can flip it. Mirror. Because I think that is a pretty cool one. It just needs to be flipped. Oh, wow. There's a pretty good compliment there, Willie. Willie Fix-It, you are like a fine caviar. Yes, aren't they awesome, Celestial Soul? And everyone who comes here is awesome too. We love you all. Everybody rocks. Everybody rocks. And I can find that one. Is that it? I think that's it. I think this is it. It is it. Okay, found it. Okay, now we're gonna flip this baby. Maybe we'll adjust it a little bit, bring out some more of its magicalness. Kind of increase the darks a little bit there. Maybe get more pump more color in. There we are. That's a good one. Wow, fish egg. Great compliment. LOL. Never look a gift horse in the mouth. There you go. Yeah, isn't that interesting? Yeah, we did talk about that a bit, and that's we only got 40 years to make the George Jetson world a reality, because the Jetsons was set in the year 2062 because it was created in 1962. They put it ahead 100 years. So isn't that interesting? We're already pretty close to it now, it seems like. Getting closer, getting closer. Getting closer. Getting closer, yeah. All right. So, friends, well, friends, I think we're going to put a cap on this. I want to thank everybody who came along, all of our mods, and a special thanks to Peggy Dancer and also to Todd Van Swearingen, Todd and Carrie Swearingen, who gave a Cash App donation today. And let me let me just check my Cash App again to see if anyone else donated. Nope. But thank you so much. I had a lot of fun. We got some callers in today, so if you missed that, you can catch it on the replay. So thank you very much. Mary Magdalene Mendoza. Oh, there she is. Good evening, Mary. Well, we're glad that you made it here. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Cheryl. And okay, there we go. All right. Well, folks, we did it again. Another episode. And this was 218. And it's Wednesday. So we'll see you again on Friday. And we might also be doing a Sunday show with Andrew on the 7th. So tune in for that. And so Friday and Sunday, and then Monday, Wednesday, and Friday the next week. Because we're just downrange of strange, where the outrageous is contagious, and the paranormal is the new normal. Thank you, everybody, for coming along. Thank you again for the super chats and the Cash App and all of the wonderful mods and everybody who called in and chatted today. You guys rock. Okay, so keep that camera poised to the sky so you can take a picture of that UFO and come on to the Truth Quest and talk about it. Until then, we'll see you Friday. Peace in.